Okay guys, so before this video starts, I just want to clarify that I am not bashing Dani as a YouTuber. I am just simply the video is just simply about, and I can read. The video is just simply about why there is no consistency with inside his code. So just before the video gets started, just want to put it out there. I'm not bashing him. I love Dani. Dani is an awesome YouTuber. Go check him out. It's literally, he's making Karlson. We were just pointing out from his player movement script how inconsistent it is with variables and stuff. So with that said, again, I'm not bashing him, and yeah, let's just get into the video.
That's not the worst, though. The worst was definitely those weird inconsistent things where he doesn't. I don't know. He doesn't.
Pay attention.
He just needs to be consistent. Why would you write inconsistent code? That makes me think that you can't code or you don't care. One or the other, because it doesn't make sense. Why would you write it so different when you could just get component carrots? Get component carrots, not get components, get type of. Oh, what? I don't know. Strange.
I do have a question. What's with up at the top, the first thing you posted? I don't quite understand it. I know it's like you're referring to speed.
What are you talking about?
And the voice text, the very first thing you posted for the Dani's movement script.
Let me go check.
What exactly?
The very first thing I posted, all those ifs.
Yeah, what exactly are those doing? Because I'm so new to this and I'm trying to figure it
out. So he's checking if X or Y is within a certain range, and then he's locking down X and Y to 0, which he could do in a one line probably, with some kind of what we call a clamp. He knows how to use a clamp, or if he doesn't, he copied how to use a clamp, because I saw code how to use a clamp. So I would think he knows how to use a clamp, but I don't know.
What exactly?
Or maybe he just copied it from another script, you know?
Yeah. What exactly is a clamp?
I mean, that makes sense. That makes sense about why these things look so weird, is that they're just copies, and he barely edits any of it. Which would make sense why the code has inconsistencies. Because if you're going to write out your code, you're not going to write inconsistent lines that I know of. I don't know anybody that does that. If you're going to write out get component with carrots, you're always going to write out get component with carrots. You're not going to one after the next line write with parentheses and write type of, or you're not going to use get name of function when you could just type the function's name in. Like, these things make me wonder, what is he doing or thinking? Because it doesn't make sense.
And what's exactly wrong with his jump function? I've seen a lot of people use that kind of
format. So the jump function, the weird thing is that the invoke name of, he could just literally make a function with a cooldown and put a real name instead of getting name of and invoking to the name of. That's just the part that's really strange to me, why he would do that.
Okay. Yeah. That's interesting.
I mean, I could even be more critical, because I know a lot, let's just be more critical. If you see where it says vector3 vel equals rb dot velocity,
yep, and
then he has on the next few lines new vector3 velocity equals blah blah blah. Yep. Those lines, he never even needs to declare vel equals rb dot velocity, because he's changing it at the same time he has it. So he never even needs to declare a new variable. The vector3 vel equals rb dot velocity. That line does not even need to exist. That should just not even exist. And he just puts rb dot velocity x and z on those other lines, x, y, z. Those are things to me that are like, I don't know if he's even reading his own code or caring or something.
Maybe. I don't know.
It could be shortened much better. Like, I don't know what's he thinking or what's he doing. The only thing I can conclude is he must be copying stuff and not editing it much at all, because that would make more sense about why things are the way they are.
So
I don't think he's literally writing them out word by or sentence by sentence, whatever. Because if he was, wouldn't he just do what he knows? Get component would be with carrots all the time. It wouldn't have a carrots and then a get type of. That's making me think he probably copied that from somewhere, or doesn't care after he copied it and just pasted it and I'm done with this. Move to the next thing.
Gotcha. So just basically.
It seems too weird.
So
there's no real explanation. That's what I'm trying to say. Where's a good explanation for this? Because I don't see how. I don't know. It's really strange.
Gotcha. That's weird. That's interesting that you're able to pick that stuff out. I would never thought of that or anything of this. That's cool though.
Oh, so I'm looking at other stuff he's written.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm not complaining about saying he writes awful code, the worst ever. I'm not complaining like that.
Yeah.
What I'm going about is, why is the code so strange? That's what is weird to me.
Yeah, I feel like this code is like I agree with you. Something is off because he jumped, because everyone has a programming style, right? It's like an art style.
Right.
Yeah.
And you don't change your programming style every few times you turn around.
He goes from monospace handwriting to cursive, and then to chicken scratch writing. It's like, it's insane. It's insane.
Like Python coders, if they try to switch a language, they have a set way of coding something. Like I do. I'm a Python coder. I have a set way of spacing and stuff.
Yeah, same here.
I don't know.
I mean, I can't come up with a good reason why it is the way it is. I'm guessing it's copy pasted, and he does very little edits because it doesn't make sense to me otherwise. I don't understand why it would be so. So here's another one. I'm pasting it in voice text. And sorry, you have to click on it to view it. But if you go view it, again, he does get component with type of. But there's a script before that has get component with carrots. So I don't understand why all these get components with weapon, get type of weapon, when he uses carrots in the other one. That's just shocking to me. Look at even the get component below that. Look on these lines. Get component sprite renderer is in carrots.
Which line? I'm trying to find it.
Look at lines 9, 10, 13, 14, 17, 18, 21, and 22. He uses carrots and then he doesn't use carrots. Why?
You know what? This sounds like that one thing you do, like that joke in school. Hey, bro, can I copy your homework?
Oh,
yeah, sure, but don't make it too obvious. And then he just.
So I'll just change it a little bit.
Yeah.
It feels like he did that, but like with 15 different people. He's just like, bro, can I copy your homework? He did problems 1 through 3 with Brad's homework, and then 7 through 8 with
Wait,
I don't know.
How would you explain the person who actually made the code?
Well, I think that's a good question, but see, if you read their code, they would keep it consistent. They might write it badly, but they would still write it badly.
That's the point.
Consistently.
That's the point. Yeah, it's inconsistent. Even if it's good or bad, it's inconsistent. Why is it so inconsistent?
Which makes it look fishy, because now we're thinking that maybe he didn't write it and just copied code from other people.
And didn't care.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And,
because even if you don't write it yourself, you would just paste it, right? Let's say you don't write any code. You just got to paste it. So you're going to go get sections of code and just paste it. But who in the world were you're going to copy from has code that is inconsistent in the first place. Do you know places online that write inconsistently, line per line, where you can copy?
No.
I don't.
No, I don't.
So
either.
they have to be separate copies then, right?
Yeah.
You copy this, you copy that, and you paste them together because now it works and you don't change any of it. That's the only thing I can think of.
Maybe, yeah. It is now.
Like, your mind's not going to go, oh, I used carrots just now with get component. You know what? I'm going to change it to say type of next line. Your mind doesn't think like that. Your mind thinks, what can I type? Oh, get component right here. How do I type get component? Oh, I type it with carrots. Okay. He's switching back and forth multiple times in several places, and this is in several different scripts and several different games, which is very fishy.
Yeah, I agree with you.
There's nothing wrong with him copy pasting code. Okay, if it's online, that's okay. I can't say, oh, he's just a copy paster.
No.
It's just very strange to look at, because anyone else's that I've seen, even if they copy paste code, they don't have these inconsistencies. That's where it's very odd, very mysterious. And like, why would a person even do that?
Yeah, I got you.
What were you gonna say, Tartarus?
Yeah.
So basically, it's just copy pasted from many places and didn't care about the continuity errors.
Yeah.
Not errors, problem.
Most likely. Which, don't get me wrong, I think Dani is a great YouTuber, and I like him. I watch his videos, but looking at the code just now with you explaining it, Zach, it's kind of making me second guess how legit the coding could be.
Yeah, I mean, he does upfront admit that he's garbage at coding.
Yeah, he does. But
so,
what's the inconsistency part about this? Is he just not writing any code? What is he doing?
I don't know. I mean, if he is not writing any code, I mean, it makes
He has
sense.
to be writing code. It doesn't make sense to me. Like, he wouldn't be able to get anything done if he just copy pasted everything and didn't know a single thing about programming.
Yeah.
He wouldn't get anything done. How could you make anything if you were only allowed to copy and paste from other people's work? It would be very bad. And I don't think he would have what he has today. So
definitely not. Especially with
I don't know. It could be a mix of things. Maybe he just doesn't care. Maybe he copy pasted some things, and if they work, he just doesn't edit it. I don't know, but it's just so weird.
Yep, I agree. I like him as a YouTuber. I think he's a funny YouTuber, but what we were just saying, looking at the code, it's kind of fishy now. I don't know.
Well, so far that's the only sections that I see stuff that's kind of strange. Sure, there's a lot of efficient things I could say he could do. He could write better, but that doesn't really matter. That's something you learn with time.
Yeah, definitely.
Writing inconsistent code, though, I've never seen anybody do that. Like, I don't know how to explain. If I was trying to teach somebody how to code and I saw them coding inconsistently, I would tell them they need to learn how to code consistently. Because writing inconsistently means that you probably don't care what you even write on the paper at all. If you want it to be different all over the place, then I guess that's what this is about. Not caring what I write at all, just write something there.
Maybe.
And maybe it's like just tossing mud on the wall, and if it sticks, then it's good enough, move on.
Maybe, yeah.
I mean, do you do anything like that? Good evening. Do you write any code that's inconsistent?
No. If I write bad code, I just write bad code, and then I don't. I mean, if I use carrots for the stuff, I'll always use carrots for the stuff. You can see as well. Like, for example, this system where it dampens your movement, it like stops you dampening. I never put F for my floats. but the guy who did the tutorial does. So I never did change it, just because I liked the way the F looked. But you can tell that this is a bit off of my code. Of course, I had to adapt this and write my own system to apply to my game controller. But you know, I don't not use like everywhere I use get component, I use the carrots. Okay, like
Right. Right. You don't have any inconsistency. Like, your inconsistency could have different naming. Okay, that's possible. Everybody, I think, makes that kind of mistake.
Yeah,
But
definitely.
one line after the next with the get component makes me think that they don't know how to use get component, or they didn't write it, or they didn't care. Some woof. Well, if he really doesn't care, he's not going to get too far when he tries to expand the game. You can only go so far if you don't care about what your code does.
Yeah.
At some point, you're going to get stuck. You're not going to be able to continue. You're going to have so many bugs in the game, you're just going to ship it with a ton of bugs.
Yeah. Or maybe he fixed it now since maybe he learned a little bit more and his player script is different now.
Well, this is posted 6 days ago.
Oh, it is?
So maybe he learned in 6 days. It's funny how you say that. Maybe he learned by now, but it was only posted 6 days ago.
Oh,
But
damn.
anyway, he's going to take like I don't know 2 more years to release Karlson, so maybe he'll learn by that time.
I thought
Well,
it was...
he-
I can't hear
he
what that
said-
guy's saying. His voice is so low.
Yeah, same
he
here.
said maybe he's gonna take 2 more years to release Karlson, but I disagree because he said 2020 last year, and he says 2020 through 2021 this year. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm thinking it's gonna
Well,
be a release this year.
if he is lazy, he will keep pushing it back. But there's also another reason he'll keep pushing it back, is he'll keep making videos on it first, which is what I think anybody in the right mind would do, because you make more money off the videos right now if you just kind of let it juicy up. Just let it keep juicing up, right?
Yeah.
So if he is procrastinator / lazy, it's possible the game will never come out if he's that lazy. But
That
I
would
think
suck.
eventually the game will come out. I just don't think it'll come out anytime soon.
Mhm.
Dude, anyway,
I
I
think
don't
at
think so he's
some
that
point-
lazy because he's attending university right now, right? And he gets like a lot of assignments. So.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
your mic is
Maybe
better,
he
by the
doesn't
way.
have the time. Yeah, increase the input volume.
Yeah, isn't he still in college, too? Or something like that?
I don't know, I didn't hear properly, say in university or college.
Yeah, I think he was in university when he was doing his Stickman devlogs.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember those.
Exactly.
I watched those ones. Those were pretty good.
And his day in his life also, he was in university, I guess.
Gotcha.
Day in his life of Dani.
Oh yeah, a day in a life.
I was thinking about doing one of those. That should be interesting. But I do hope
I don't
that
think I don't think there's anything else I can say. All this code, the rest of the code, it just looks like code.
Gotcha.
There's some inefficiencies, but there's not really much of anything else to talk about.
I gotcha.
Did you like that game, Rerun, with Karlson movement itself?
Yeah.
Oh, rerun? I have that. It's the movement's
Yeah,
weird.
I saw it in your taskbar.
The movement's
I mean,
a bit
yeah,
weird.
he reused it.
Yeah, I mean, so there's
Um,
nothing wrong about it.
Just a second.
Alright.
Oh, okay, come back.
Because he made the code. Anybody of you guys follow Jabril?
Follow who?
Jabril?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
who was that?
Yeah.
he's a YouTuber again.
Okay.
And then I have a question. What's more efficient, using a key code or using like in Dani's movement scripts, if the x is equal to input dot get access raw is horizontal.
Well, there's a difference. Key code. So the access is just useful because it gives you a float. While the key code just gives you a key. So there's no efficiency like anywhere really. And I would.
Good job. If you made it to the end of the video, I hope you guys enjoyed. I will be making more videos for game development, so stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one.